Hey guys, welcome to Comfy Cozy Up. So we are starting this week vlog during the middle of the week. I am ahead, so I'm committed to doing the 2 videos a week. So you guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the first 2 videos of the year. So this video is going to be a fun video because this is kind of sort of wrapping up still Christmas, because 1, got my glasses, but I'll show you in a minute. 2, my sewing machine came, my new sewing machine. So as soon as I went back to work, I gladly went and collect my gift card and got my order my machine. And I have to do one thing with the machine that is for one of the person that was able to help me get my gift card. So I'm excited to do that project, but that's gonna be like one of those random Tuesday project, because I gotta come up with my own pattern for it and test it out, all that good stuff. So I am going to show you what I'm reading currently, the glasses, and then I gotta go pick up the library book that I had on hold, which from the subscriber pick. That is, I got a message yesterday that it is ready to pick up, so I'm gonna pick it up before I go to work. Then later I would do the unboxing of the sewing machine. Like, I'm looking at the box right now. It is still in the box. I have not opened the box to see anything because I want to do it on camera, but I don't have time because the girl got to go to work. So, the covenant of water. I am in part 3. I am about 208, which is chapter 25. Chapter 1, not chapter 1, sorry, part 1. This is a 10-part series. It is a family saga. Part 1 was amazing, and how it ended, I was like, ooh. Part 2 is like almost 30 years down the road, and I'm like, Harpo, who these people? That's the reaction I had. Who these people, Harpo? Nevertheless, there was things happening. It was very scandalous, and things that was happening in part 2 that I was like, okay. Part 3 now, I'm back on track for part 1. So the people in part 1, this how the story ends. We continuing in part 3, and it is it's so sad. It's a lot of things happening in this story that I feel is very sad. It's like kind of like a family beat that's just cursed and is just dealing with grief and learning how to have faith in the midst of grief. And you really feel that in the main character in the story so far. I'm continuing with it because I'm curious to see how it all connects to part 2. And so that's where we're going in. So we're now in, story started in 1900, in the part 2, they're in the 1930s. Now they're in the 1920s. So this chapter I'm about to start, there are 1923. I'm on this journey with this book. It's a big book. The goal is to finish it by the end of the month. So it is, I still have a few weeks left, even though when you see this video, it's probably not going to look like I have a few weeks, but I do. So let's get into the glasses, because I'm trying to figure out which one I'm wearing today. So good thing is I can still wear these glasses. This I changed a tad bit, but it's really not a major difference. This eye, nothing changed. So I can still wear this and my other red one. So I'm happy about that. And yeah, still happy about that. But nevertheless, I literally tried them on one time last night just because, but I didn't actually wear them. So we're going to start with this case one. I love this case of velvet blue. You know, blue is following me this year. Blue is following me. All right, so this was the first one I wanted. Hands down, I wanted these glasses from the get-go. I thought they were different, and they gave me 70s vibe, very retro. If you don't know anything about me, I don't wear regular glasses. If I have to wear glasses because my eyes in 2020, I need my glasses to have characters, a little funky. So these, and y'all, the way the box is sharp as hell. So they were right about this eye. But y'all, this is so funky. And so I love the detail here and the detail here. It is given shades, but it's glasses. And fun fact, the other red one that is bigger, that I wear a lot, that was actually shades that they were able to make in glasses for me. So I am notorious for going into the shade section and saying, can you make these in glasses? So, but these weren't in the shade section, but these were a fun frame, a brand I've never heard of. Never heard of. But I love them. So these are gonna probably wear the most. And then the other one I saw when I thought I was done, I just sat there and I looked at the side and I said, ooh, those are funky too. I want those. Semi-caddish, but not quite. And these are also fun. This is actually see-through here. I was like, oh yeah, oh yeah. It gave it a little touch. And I love that it is a dark chop. Both of these glasses are dark brown. None of these are black. Even this one, it looks kind of black, but if you look close up, it is dark brown. But I like these as well. And I was like, yeah, these are coming home. So I think I'm going to wear these today for now. This is just giving me regular. It's giving me regular but retro. So I am going to do my journal of the day real quick and then head over to the library to collect those books and head to work. So yeah. All right, see you in a few, guys. All right, guys, so I just picked up Thick, and what I loved is when the librarian was excited that I'm going to be reading Thick. So that's a good sign so far for the subscriber pick. So yeah, it's freezing, guys. It's like 20 degrees. Yeah, but the sky is clear. It's sunny, but the wind, yeah. All right, guys, see you up here. All right, guys, I am home. And let me tell you, that's all I kept thinking about all day at work. To get home and open this box. So this came with it said read, and basically it's telling me if I have any missing anything, to use this code and then to email before returning it. Let's hope we don't have to. So I wanted either a Janome or a Juki. That was the two options. Currently I have a Singer Heavy Duty, which is still my baby, and I'm gonna use her mainly for when I make the bags. Probably some denim, even though the video I watched says this is really great on denim, and it makes sense because it handles quilting, because this is a sewing and a quilting machine. And that was one of the main reasons I wanted this. One, I've never had a computerized machine because I do have two. Again, I told you, Singer. Also have a brother, and none of them are computerized. I really wanted another kind, but the price on that, I said, you know what, for my first computerized, I need to be realistic. Now, granted, this is not that cheap. However, I was very fortunate to have a wonderful gift card. And as soon as I had that gift card in my hand on the 2nd of January, I went and purchased this. So I did have to pick it up from the post office because it wouldn't fit in my box, of course. This is not the original box. It came into a bigger box, and then I just took it out of that box. So with that said, I did a review. I looked at the reviews on this, and all the reviews were positive, and I didn't see any bad one. So it comes with CD instruction, which I will be putting in my DVD player that I just got went over the Christmas break, and it has a booklet, so I'm definitely gonna check it out. And here goes another manual. So this is the power. These are tools. So I got some foots. I got some extra, only three bonnet. I can't even speak right now. I'm also tired. And there's some tools on here, brushes, and different foot. Ooh, needles. How many did they give me? So there is twin needles, guys. So I have 4 regular needles and I have a set of twin needles. And that's something I really want to get into because I've been sewing a lot of these sweaters. Even the first project I did for this year is a sweater, which I didn't finish. You saw in the background. I got to do the neck and the sleeve. And I need to start learning how to really use a twin. I have a twin for my Singer, but I just never sat down to use it. But there's a lot of things in here, which I'm grateful for. This is the quilting attachment, which is a lot. It's a kit and it has a lot of quilting attachment. This came with a lot of different things, and I appreciate that it had a whole kit, because when I looked at how much some of these things cost separately, I was like, oh no, oh no. So I'm really doing the unboxing, y'all. Okay. It is upside down. So let's get her right. Okay. I'm trying not to be messy because the amount of work I did to clean this place up. Guys, what I didn't know when I ordered it, that it came with a case. It wasn't until I was watching a few of the reviews that I realized it comes with a case, guys. So instead of a plastic cover, it has a case. Love that for me. Love that for me. Love that for me. So here she goes. Let's see what she looks like. So this is the foot. She's beautiful. She's beautiful. So it also comes with this. I don't remember what they call this. I know I saw. Huh. Gotta look at the instruction because I don't remember how they put this on. figure it out. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Yeah. Anyway. What is this come off? Ooh, what's in here? So we have buttonhole. This buttonhole is so different from mine. Mine is all the way plastic, and this has metal and plastic. So I gotta figure out how to use this, because this is completely different from what I have. Completely. So this doesn't have anything, but you know, normally I would put some of this stuff in here. So yeah. So I'm going to look at the manual and figure out this. Let's see. So one bobbin is in there, so that's good, and a needle. So I'm assuming this is going to be a universal needle that it came with. So I have to figure out what kind of needle I can get away with this. Definitely have to get some stretch ones, because I'm assuming all of these are probably universal needle. Actually, no, one is different. I don't know what this one is, so I have to look at the manual and see what the other one is, because it has a different color. But the other ones are probably universal. So yeah, and there we go, guys. So I'm going to read the manual. I'm going to set it up, put it over there, switch out my singer for now, and I got to reorganize in here so that I have somewhere to put my sewing machine when I'm not using it. So yeah, there we go, guys. I should be a little bit joyful, but yeah, I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm really tired. So I gotta figure this top thing out. And yeah, and I will see you in the morning. Yay. And also I'm cooking lunch. I'm cooking right now for lunch tomorrow. So I'm doing a lot. So I have about an hour. I did pick up Thick, and the goal tonight is to read one of the essays. And the first essay is called Thick. So I'm going to read that tonight. But I don't want to do nothing where my brain gotta work. That's not happening tonight. So we're gonna get back to this in the morning, power it on, and maybe test out some stuff with it in the morning. But not right now. But either way, I'm super happy, guys. I'm super happy. I got a new toy. Yay. All right, guys. Bye. All right. Morning. Hey guys, so this was my first full week at work. So you guys know I was on vacation for 5 weeks. I had 5 weeks off. The first week I went back to work, I only worked 2 days that week. So it didn't hit me yet. And then this week I did 5 days. So I just completed 5 days. And I'm so happy I'm off next 2 days. because my body is like feeling it now, the adjustment to walking up and down, to being outside in this frigid air. It has been extremely cold this week. And not just cold and windy. So the air just hitting your face. So I'm walking, all you see is eyes because everything is covered up, laid up. So walking with heavy coat, all these extra clothes on, my bag and my computer and everything else I bring in my bag. I felt like I was walking with tons. So with that said, I'm grateful though, because you know it's just frigid cold for us. We're not dealing with all these natural disaster or all these other things that's happened. I mean, we didn't get any serious snow, so I'm not complaining. But it was cold. But it's just to remind me that I am out of shape. I did a lot of relaxation those 5 weeks. I was doing a lot of sleeping and not going anywhere, being in the house, and my body's feeling it. But let's get an update on the reading. So the covenants of water, I stopped at part 5. So I got to page 295. So not quite halfway, almost. So it's on the pace that I expect it to be on, and I don't plan on reading any more of this for this particular video. Nevertheless, I'm also reading this one, and I'm almost done with Thick. So this is the subscriber pick. Thank you. Put a name here because this is amazing. It's amazing. I felt like a Tracy McMillan Cottom was shaking the tables with this. And I don't want to go into full detail yet until I finish the last one. But I love some of the metaphors of Thick, of fixing a broken leg, that kind of deal, broken foot. I love in this one, In the Name of Beauty. And I really want to read the original article that inspired that essay in this. So in this, for that particular, where she talks about beauty, the standards of beauty, especially for a dark-skinned woman, and what does that mean, and how she interpreted in a way that takes away certain things. But I love that she is using this essay was inspired because of a reaction that she got from a previous article she wrote, and the reactions. I feel like I want to read that particular article just so that I can see if I will have the same reaction that the public had, because many people did not like that article, or felt a certain way about that article when it comes to being a black beauty, what black beauty means. And I feel like I want to really read it, and I wish I knew exactly the article. I can't remember, but I feel like I want to look it up and see the inspiration that came from that. She talked about who she used the reference of Miley Cyrus for that one. So it will be interesting because the way she explained it, I get it, and I clearly understood it. But it's like, what did she write that people didn't get the first time they read that particular article that inspired that essay? But then she also, I mean, she completely shook the table with Black is Over, or Special Black. I thought that was like, yeah. Yeah, the price of fabulousness. That I thought, all of this, there's literally black girlhood interrupted. The entire, every essay, she packed a punch, and she literally make you think. I think this is such a great discussion book. I think this book is like, will be great to read amongst different women, and just to see people's reaction to certain things that's written in there, whether they agree or disagree, or maybe like me, there's some stuff that she wrote in this I never quite thought about, and after this I'm like, ooh, I didn't even think about it in that way. But I'm gonna get to the last one tomorrow because I am mentally exhausted right now. I don't think I have any more in me to finish this book tonight at all. So I'm gonna do it tomorrow because I'm off. And I am going to cut out my first project and do that on the sewing machine. So the update on the sewing machine. I was working on that turtleneck behind me, and it is a little not perfect in the neck because I was having an issue with my serger. So the plan was to finish this on my serger because that's what I've been doing for all my sweater, is just doing it on the serger because it's so easy. My serger now wants to act up, and constantly the threads is being cut, and I'm not sure why. So I think I'm going to pull things apart and clean it, and hopefully that makes a difference. I don't know. I'm hoping I don't have to get it serviced, but nevertheless, I finished it on the new sewing machine and not using quite the right needle, but nevertheless, the stitch options on the zigzag on this machine is beautiful. There's a couple of options for zigzag. Also, it has a overlock, meaning very much similar to what the serger would do. It has that on this. So I was using that feature to finish the wrist, arm part, and then for parts of the neck as well. And it was just beautiful. Beautiful. I was just so impressed by how well it does. And I do remember this one particular sewer that I follow, and she says that she doesn't really use a serger. She uses her sewing machine because there's features on there that she can use. But she also have an expensive sewing machine. So just imagine the more you spend in certain brand, they probably provide everything that you wouldn't need to have a serger. So I get why she said that, but she says she has not used her serger in a couple of years. She only used her sewing machine, and it does everything for her. So that overlocking part, it is a little tricky because I think there are certain foot that will do a better job than the foot I was using. So maybe if I could find a foot that really do a really good job with that, I would try it out. But I still think that serger is just easier for me. I feel like the serger is faster. Boom, boom, boom. I get it done. I can sew this sweater in like probably a good 45 minutes. And finish it, in 45 minutes on my serger. Here's the only con that I found with the new sewing machine. It is slower. I love that it doesn't make a lot of noise. My singer will wake this house up. No one is sleeping in this house when I'm sewing. No one. It's that loud to me. But this machine does not make that kind of noise. It is very low. The noise is so low. I was like, oh, this is such a big difference. But the speed is a big difference. The serger speed is much faster. My serger speed is so fast that I cannot put my foot all the way down, or that thing will go. And versus this one, I was really pressing on the foot and it was not moving the same way as the serger. I find that I can put my entire power down on it and it's not going to move that fast. That was not, when I looked at all the review, that was not in the review, but I don't know if most people, this was their first sewing machine, that perhaps they didn't know the difference. But again, the stitching and everything else, I can live with that being not as fast. The only time it might bother me, I think, is when I'm doing a belt. Because when a belt is this long and I'm going to have to like slow mo to get to the end, versus I'm so used to my serger where I just, and it just keep going until I get to the end. But this is going to give me patience. And also, but again, the stitch quality on this, I was impressed. I was impressed. It just was beautiful and it blended so much with the fabric and it was really, really nice. I love the cut feature as well. But I'm still learning some of the buttons. There's some buttons on there that I don't know what they are yet, so I'm still going through the manual. But I'm going to do, I want to do a button-up shirt because I really want to test out the button feature. the buttonhole feature, because that's what I'm more excited for when I realize there's 7 options. So I'm gonna cut that early in the morning and start working on the shirt and then show you guys. And yeah, so we are going to end this for tonight, and we will see you in the morning. Yay. But I'm gonna get some rest tonight. I don't think I have nothing left in me to give. Nothing. So all right guys, see you in the morning. Hey guys, so I did finish the shirt. It is a high-low. Hopefully I'll take another better screen so you can see. And I did make it one size big. Love the sleeve, but the sleeves were the hardest. As you can see, it's not perfect because I didn't realize it was a double cuff. So the interface I use is way too thick, and so it's just, when I'm going to make this again, I'm probably going to do the black, and I will be able to do this much easier because the double cuff will not be in the interface. I will use a much thinner interface, and because it's thick, it's too thick. What else is about this that was different? I thought it was going to be a regular button down because I made button downs all the time. But no, Miss Beauty du Jour had to do something different. So there was a lot of what you call a French seam in it, like the back where the yoke is, the shoulder here, and the arm here, and which is something I never did with none of my button up. So I'm excited for it. Another thing I learned doing this. My sewing machine, it's me guys, it's me. I was saying I was slow and all that. No, it's me, because I didn't read all the manual. So I've been going through the manual, and I did use the sewing machine to make this, so everything was this. I really miss my serger. Unfortunately, my serger is not working right. Something is wrong with it, so I'm gonna have to bring it in to get service. So hopefully service cost is not that much. Yeah, but there is an overlock on the new machine. However, I'm not sure which foot. If the foot, because I got a lot of foot. It came with 4 regular foot, and then it came with a kit of foot for the quilting. So I'm hoping one of the foot is associated with that overlock feature, because when you look in the manual, it will give you the overlock feature and it will tell you what foot to use for it and what feature to use for it. Another thing why it felt slow to me is because it depends on what mode I'm in, and what stitch line I'm in, determine how much pressure I'm going to need for the machine. And so I didn't know that. So in my mind, I'm like, this is slow. No, it's not. It's me not reading the manual and realizing that there's more to it than that. It's an awesome machine. Another feature that I didn't know, the cutting of the thread. When you do the back stitch at the end, it cuts it for you. It literally like goes back and it comes forward like 2-3 times on its own, and then it cuts. I'm not used to that. My Singer machine, I'm not used to that. I'm used to completely having control. The machine is literally doing a lot of the work for you. Another thing about it that I thought was amazing is when I was doing the buttonhole. These buttonhole was perfect. I had no issue with the buttonhole. I've always had issue with the buttonhole with the Singer. First of all, it doesn't give you many options. This gives you 7 different options, and on top of that, it sets back. It goes right back into the setting once you are done with that buttonhole. So all I had to do, adjust the fabric, go on to the next buttonhole. I never had that issue. I never had that leisure of doing that with the old machine. I literally last night was like, holy, this changes up how much I'm gonna love doing button up things, because I make a lot of button up dress, and so this is fun for me. I'm still learning some more stuff because I've been going through the manual. The manual is amazing. It is a well put together manual. Like, it gives you everything. It gives you the stitch recommendation for the length for each stitch you're trying to use, and it gives you what foot is recommended. It gives you if you're doing what fabric, it gives you different kind of fabric and what they recommend for the fabric. It breaks down everything, and I'm like, I can't wait for when I'm really like know my machine. I mean, I don't know my machine, and I'm still, you know, I'm learning because this is my first time really use it. But I love when I'm just thinking, like, once I really know my machine, how it's gonna be nice sewing so many things. Only thing that I wish I knew how to do yet, but I don't, like being able to put something on the pockets, or over here, my own little design of the machine in there. You can even put your own, you could put your name, you could put whatever, write it, whatever you want to put on something, you can type it in a machine and it will put it on your clothes. Game changer. So anyway, now that I give you like a review on the machine from a newbie person, you know, person as far as computerized machine, switching from a non-computerized to a computerized. I'm going to give more review as I've learned other things, but so far, absolutely love it. I mean, I'm still fascinated by the things I can do with this machine, and it makes sense because of the price. I mean, I could buy about 4 Singers with the price of that. So it had to make sense for it not to be, why was it, it just felt slow to me. And I'm like, yeah, no, it's control based on the stitch. Who knew? But now that we finished talking about that, and my shirt that I'm loving, I decided to tuck one in just to see how it would look, just to give it that. But yeah, this is, and I love how long it is. This shirt is nice. Again, it is not perfect. Definitely going to redo this in a black one, and probably make this again in white. This is the kind of shirt I love in spring and summer. I will get my wear out of this in the spring and summer. If I wear it now, I would probably wear like a turtleneck inside and put this over it, because it's how baggy it is. But definitely for spring and summer, I will get my wear out of this. So let's talk about the book I finished. All right, let's zoom in a little. All right, so let's talk about thick. Now, I did not pick up anything of this. I'm done. We're going to continue this on. I knew this is a book that I was going to take all month to read because it is thick. The storyline it's giving me 2-in-1 storyline. It feels like I'm following a young woman that's an adult now, her saga with the family she married in and her children. But then we're also following this young medical doctor student kind of deal, and his situation he got caught up in. There's things going on, and I'm trying to figure out how are they coming together kind of deal. But nevertheless, there's things about it that's making me want to change, you know, keep turning the pages. But there's some things about it that is kind of puzzling to me. So I'm gonna leave it at that. All right, Thick. The Tracy Thicks and Other Essays. Tracy McMillan column. This is a fantastic nonfiction. Now I've read, this is my second book I've completed, and it's to know that a nonfiction that I've read at the beginning of the year feels good. Now this was published back in 2019, guys, and so much has changed, but this is still relevant to now. But I'm real curious at how she feels now, you know, in terms of certain things that she mentioned in this book. There's some things that has fully come to light in a way that some of us would never imagine, but it's always been there. It's more just hidden. I love when she talks about beauty and the standards of beauty and how she addressed it to herself. I'm curious how the original publication that she did for article she wrote about it, and the reaction that many people, especially Black women, had for it. I wonder what it was like and if I would have had the same reaction, because when I read her follow-up to the reaction she got, I got it. I understood it and I can relate to what she said. But I'm curious on the original, so I would love to know what was the original article. I would probably have to look in the back and see if she has it listed, so I can Google it. One of the things I like is how there's that idea that if you are in a space where you are intelligent, you're educated, and you are a dark-skinned Black woman, that you cannot be from this country. And this is something I can't relate to because I am not from this country. I am Jamaican. But I feel like I can understand it more because I came here as 13. So there's a certain level of understanding that I have versus someone who are fresh from another country and come here, and there's certain things about African American that they will never understand because of how long they have been exposed to that, to them. I've been exposed to African American since I was 13. So my friends, my close friends, are born here. So I know a certain level of understanding, and I can see both sides of those who were able to come here and strive, and those who were born here, and certain level of things that they were exposed to at a very young age that I never got exposed to. It is an interesting conversation to have, and I think because I came here young, I see both sides and I understand both sides, and there's certain level of respect, certain level of understanding that I have acquired over the years, but that some people just would not understand. Some people who are lived in a certain level of poverty and look at this country as a gold mine of coming here and dealing with whatever is thrown at them because it's better than what they came from. I get that. I absolutely get that, but then I understand that you weren't grow up in a level of where at a young age you were taught you're not good enough, you'll never be good enough, kind of that a lot of African American experience. I know it's a sensitive subject, but this was interesting reading when she did disclose that part, and I think it was like not competitive. Oh Lord, I can't even say the word. There's an essay in there that's this, but the whole thing you have to read. The whole thing you have to read. There is, you know, when she spoke about Black Girl Interrupted, I thought that was an interesting one as well, and that's one that is across every country. And unfortunately we allow certain things in our own community, our own family, and I don't know if it's necessarily just a Black woman thing, because I've known of those who are not Black who have experienced that within their family, and it's covered. So that's another tough subject, but she really stirred the pot in this. She shook the table. This is one of those books that you might agree, and there's some stuff in this you may not agree with, but I like the fact that she explains it. So there's that idea of you can have a strong opinion about something, but you have to find a way to back it up and explain it in a way that someone who don't agree can see where you're coming from, and she did that in this. And so I think this was amazing. It is a library pick for me. It is a subscriber pick. Thank you. And it's a must own, so this is definitely going to go on my list of books that I want to purchase with my next book shopping. I have about $100 worth of gift card that I have not used yet. So I am making lists, and this so far is the second book that I put on the list that's library pick that I am like yes for. This is This and Rachel, of course, which is a classic that I have to own all my classic. So yes, this is going back to the library, but I will be getting my own. I definitely want to follow her because I don't know what she looked like. I never even looked, and I have a feeling that I might know because she is very known in the political social circle. So I'm sure I probably know her face, but but the name, no. So, but yeah, so we're gonna end this video here, and I will continue reading, of course, this, and I will select something off the shelf for the next vlog for the week, and also need to do another Tuesday short. So check out the next Tuesday short, which will probably be vision board stuff that I need to do my Make 9 my reading journal, because I need to start putting my notes in my new reading journal, and I want to give you guys a flip through before I do all of that. So yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next one. If you've read this, let me know how you felt. And again, I highly recommend that you read this nonfiction. It is very enlightening, very. All right, see you guys in the next one. Bye.